Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 25 of the Arsenal Football Manager series. Today, we're going to be doing the end of season review. We never did this for season one, and I kind of regret it because it is an episode that when other people do it, I always quite like to watch. I like to see what's going on in their save world. So we're going to do that today, and we're also going to talk about the future of this save as well. Now, make no means about this, I don't think that this save is over. There's a spoiler alert incoming for you guys that have not watched any of this series if you've happened to stumble across this video. So we've done 2 seasons now. Both seasons we've won the Community Shield. We've crashed out of European competitions in finals. We've lost cup finals. And we've finished second in the Premier League in both seasons. So I still think that there's work to do on this save. But originally, when I started this, if you remember back to episode 1, that video was released within hours of the beta going up, and it was meant to be like a one season save just to get me into Football Manager 2021 this year, and then the plan was to do 1 season and then do the lower league management save, which has always been in my head. I've never really mentioned it on the videos because I've always wanted it to be purely focused on Arsenal, but then the series has gone that well. You guys have really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed making it, but we've got to a point now where we're nearly 2 months into the game cycle and I haven't started the lower league management series. So what's going to happen is on New Year's Day there's going to be a new save. I haven't 100% decided who it's going to be with yet. In fact, what I'll do is I'll probably put a video out tomorrow because I've got 3 or 4 teams who I'd really like to manage. They're a cross between League 2 clubs and Vanarama National, because again, I need to think about how often I upload, which is every other day. You know, I'm also a husband, a dad. I have a full-time job working in the NHS, which is just madness at the moment, as I'm sure you can imagine. So I'm not going to start right from the very bottom, as in Vanarama North and South. I'm thinking Vanarama National at a massive push, but probably a League 2 side. So I'll release a video tomorrow with those teams on there, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys go and watch that and just give me your feedback on it, on what you would like to see. But by no means is this save over. What I'm kind of thinking is we do the lower league management save. It takes however long it takes. It may take 4, 5, 6 months, taking us into the summertime. And then as we get towards the end of the FM21 cycle, like July, August, I'm thinking we bring this back because we've definitely got unfinished business here. Right, we've got lots and lots to talk about in this episode, so let's get straight into the slideshow. This is a really cool feature that came in this year, and I'm so annoyed that I didn't do this at the end of the first season, but let's have a look at the slideshow, the Arsenal end of season review. So the new arrivals, we brought in 5 players over the summertime. Hassi Mawar, who was really good for us, 28 appearances, 4 off the bench, 2 goals, 13 assists, 7.3 average rating. Diallo did okay. He didn't make that many appearances for us. Did grab himself a goal and a 6.97. Ikone, I thought, was absolutely fantastic. The board are really pleased with that deal as well. Well, they were pleased with all the deals, but 25 appearances, 15 off the bench as well, 12 goals, 6 assists. Really, really good for us. Greg Taylor did all right when he came in place of Tierney. 12 appearances. Got himself an assist, 6.8. And do you know what? You could say that Sandro Tonali was a little bit of a disappointment overall. We spent a lot of money on him. He made a lot of appearances. Only 1 goal, only 2 assists, and a 6.7 average rating. I mean, maybe with Tonali, we play him somewhere different in Season 3 once we eventually get round to it. In terms of the season's results, we won the Community Shield. Yay! The pivotal match is... why is it saying pivotal match? There was only 1 match. We beat Man City by 3 goals to 2. If we look at the Premier League, there we are in 2nd place. Does it say any pivotal matches? No, it doesn't. It just goes through... It goes through all of the results that we had. In the Champions League, of course, we were knocked out in the first knockout round by Atletico Madrid. FA Cup knocked out in the quarter-final, and we went out in the third round really early this year of the League Cup to West Ham United. Moments to remember was our second game of the season when we beat Newcastle by 8-0. Match to remember apparently was in the Champions League when we beat Milan in their own ground by 2-1. And then the goal of the season coming from Emile Smith-Rowe. I think that was his winner in the 81st minute. Yeah, it was. His winner in the 81st minute against Zenit. So finances-wise, we've obviously got a really good reputation. We got 112 million in sponsorship, 99 million in broadcast revenue, a bit from hospitality. In terms of the shirt sales, we sold 844,000 shirts. And Aouar was the most shirts that were sold, along with Aubameyang, Saka, Szoboszlai and Akone. We raised 25.5 million from total merchandise sales. This is the Arsenal best 11 as voted. So Guendouzi and Aouar in the midfield. No place for Tonali in there. Bellerin, Gabriel, Saliba and Tierney. Saka on the left. Szoboszlai through the middle. Aubameyang up top. And Pepe on that right-hand side. In terms of club awards, fans player of the season was Szoboszlai. So that's really good to see from the 21-year-old midfielder. He's getting better and better. He's not down as a wonder kid anymore, though. He used to be a wonder kid, but unfortunately for us, he's not anymore. And that's gone right back to the start screen. Right, note to self, Rich, don't click on anything apart from the next button. Young player of the season went to Aouar, along with signing of the season. Goal of the season we've already seen came from Emile Smith-Rowe. Worst discipline was Sandro Tonali. 11 yellow cards and 1 red card. The fastest goal was Bukayo Saka. 16 seconds. I can't remember what game that was in. I don't know if it was the Newcastle game. I could be wrong. I'm not too sure. But in terms of manager awards, last year we did win the Premier Division Manager of the Year. We didn't get it this year. But we did get 2 Manager of the Month awards in December and January. So that's the slideshow done. We've got all sorts of messages in here, but let's have a little look at the squad. Let's go for the squad straight away. Now, in terms of goals, our top goal scorer was obviously Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Odsonne Edouard actually coming in second with 15 goals. You know, the amount that we actually berated him this season for him not performing was unbelievable, but he still got 15 goals overall in English competition and stroke European competition. Saka came in third with 13 goals, 12 for Icone, and then the best of the rest is players like Pepe, Guendouzi, even Hector Bellerin got 3. Willian got 3 as well, and he hardly played for us whatsoever this season. Any surprise players who didn't score? Kieran Tierney never scored a goal for us. Willock didn't play that many games this season, which is a little bit gutting. Maitland-Niles, nothing from him either. But I think at the top here, it's good to see my 2 strikers up there. Now, assist-wise, Hacim Aouar came out on top with 13 assists, closely followed by Dominic Szoboszlai with 12 and Hector Bellerin with 10. Icone and Nicolas Pepe weighing in with 6. 5 for Guendouzi, 5 for Aubameyang as well, and then a few more 1s and 2s throughout the rest of the squad. Average rating-wise, player of the season was Hacim Aouar, got himself a 7.3, closely followed by Szoboszlai. Hector Bellerin over a 7 as well. Willian from his 4 and 9 off the bench, 7.1. Guendouzi did okay, so did Gabriel and Aubameyang. Rob Holding actually did alright from his appearances. Eddie Nketiah we won't count. He played 1, came off the bench twice. But considering that we finished second in the Premier League and we had a decent run in the FA Cup and a decent run in the Champions League, it's actually quite disappointing to see the amount of players whose average rating fell below a 7, especially considering how many games they played. I mean, Saka, 27 games, 11 off the bench, and he only got a 6.92. So not great from him, but he got 13 goals and 2 assists. So it's hard to criticise players like that, really. In terms of appearances in total for the season, Bernd Leno, as you'd expect, made the most. 46 in all competitions. Hector Bellerin played a lot of games as well, 43, 2 on a sub, along with Gabriel. Aubameyang, 41 appearances for the 32-year-old, soon to be turning 33. He's one we'd really have to think about in Season 3. Can he continue to do the business? His physicals are starting to decline ever so slightly, which is a little bit worrying. A good season from Saliba. Really pleased for him. 41 appearances. We wanted to bring him on this season, and we did. He's up to a 2.5 star now. Potential 4-star rating. I think he was a 2 and a 2. I'm not quite sure how that was going to go. But he's improved a lot this season, so really happy for him. Now, Premier League-wise, we've already seen the table. I cannot look at it anymore. It breaks my heart every single time. But top goal scorers, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has won the Golden Boot for the year with 27 goals. Mo Salah in second, Troy Parrott in third for Crystal Palace. Average ratings were Bruno Fernandes, Mo Salah and Bernardo Silva. And then in terms of assists, Olmo, not Amolo. I want to always swap the letters around in his name. Olmo for Liverpool got the most assists, equalled by Eze of Crystal Palace and Bernardo Silva. Clean sheets, Bird Leno. Nice to see one of our players in the awards. 22 clean sheets throughout the season, so another great year from him. I remember at the start of the season I was debating whether to bring in, who was it, on a free? Donnarumma on a free, but I wanted to keep Leno around, and do you know what? It's actually proved to be a really, really good decision. He's such a fantastic goalkeeper. Now, what we are going to do, I'm just going to cycle through a little bit because none of the cup competitions have finished yet, such as the FA Cup and the Champions League and the Europa League. So what we'll do, we'll get to the 1st of June, and then we'll go through the winners of all the cups. Right, we've made it to the 31st of May. I think that everything's been played now. I've double-checked, and I think that everything we want to go through has been done and dusted. So in terms of the FA Cup, Manchester City were the winners of that competition. They beat Everton by 4-0 in the final. So 2 years in a row now, Man City have won the FA Cup. But as you'll notice, Odsonne Edouard was actually the top goal scorer in the competition with 8 goals. Now, in terms of the League Cup, that was won by Manchester United back at the end of February. They beat Aston Villa by 3-1. So their first win in the competition for 5 years. So there we go. Manchester United win that. Anthony Martial, the top goal scorer. We, of course, got knocked out quite early on. I think it was by West Ham in that competition. And Manchester United also went on to win the Champions League. They beat Man City by 3-2 in the final. Romelu Lukaku, Mason Greenwood and Neymar all level in terms of the top goal scorers on 10 goals. But Man United are back at the European Summit in that competition. Let's just go through the pathway because we got knocked out in the first knockout round to Atletico Madrid. In the quarter-finals, Atletico then went on to face PSG, where they lost by 3-2 on aggregate. United actually knocking out Liverpool, City knocking out Milan, Ajax winning on away goals against Inter. And then in the semi-final, United beating PSG 2-0 on aggregate, City beating Ajax by 2-1. So another good season for English clubs in the Champions League. Of course, Man City won that last season. So the two Manchester clubs really dominating in that. Now, the Europa League was won by Chelsea, so English clubs really dominated on the European front this season. They beat Bilbao in the final by 3-0, so they're the new Europa League champions. They will qualify for the Champions League next season. I don't think they actually finished in the top 4 in the Premier League either, did they? No, they didn't. So Chelsea finished in 5th, so they've made the Champions League. Wow. This is actually quite interesting. So Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Man United and Chelsea all qualifying for the Champions League. Man City finishing in 4th place in the Premier League actually didn't qualify for the Champions League. They're going to go into the Europa League instead because of their loss to Man United in the final, and Leicester qualifying for European competition as well. So really, really interesting. on the title front. Imagine if we'd have ended up, dropping down to Spurs and then Man City would have caught us up. That it could have been a whole mess, and it could have been us in that situation. Let's just have a little look at the Championship as well. Let's look at the league stage. So West Brom lost to Bristol City in the playoff final. In terms of the league table, wow, Bristol City finishing in 6th, getting promoted. West Ham promoted back to the Premier League at the first time of asking, along with Southampton. West Brom missing out. Bristol City going up. Luton, Shrewsbury and Coventry, all the teams that are relegated. In terms of League One, Ipswich back in the Championship, beating Blackpool in the playoff final. They'll go up with Sunderland, at last have made it back to the Championship. Huddersfield in 2nd place. They return at the first time of asking. Gillingham, Bradford City, Doncaster and Swindon all going down to League 2. And then finally, we'll have a little look at League 2. Crawley Town going up into League 1, beating Oldham by 3-1 in the final. They go up with Mansfield, Colchester and Cambridge, and then relegated are Scunthorpe and Notts County. Vanarama Nationals, Solihull Moors made it up to the Football League. Southend winning the league in that one. They obviously got relegated last season and then relegated out of there. Dulwich Hamlet, FC Halifax, Wealdstone and Maidenhead. So that's the full domestic roundup. Let's have a little look at what's going on in some of the leagues abroad. Now, the Spanish First Division was won by Barcelona. Real Madrid coming in 2nd, Valencia 3rd, Atletico Madrid in 4th, Bilbao, Sevilla, and Sociedad all not winning promotion at all, Rich, all qualifying for European competition. Granada, Cadiz, and Alaves are the teams who sadly get relegated. The Bundesliga this season was won by Borussia Dortmund, Bayern finishing in 2nd, Mönchengladbach 3rd. Bayer Leverkusen in 4th, and then in terms of the Europa League qualification, RB Leipzig, Hertha Berlin and Frankfurt, Paderborn, Hamburg and KSC, I can't even say that name, they get relegated anyway out of the German Bundesliga. But as you can see, Borussia Dortmund have broken the streak that's lasted for ages. They've not won the title since 2011-12 season. Since then, Bayern have won it every single year, but this year they've pipped them by a point. The Italian Serie A was won by Inter Milan for the 2nd season in a row. Juventus finishing in 2nd, Napoli 3rd, Milan in 4th, qualifying for the Champions League this year. Europa League, Lazio, Roma and Fiorentina, Verona, Spal and Monza, all the teams getting relegated out of that league. And then finally, because it's the final league that we've got loaded up, PSG win the title once again in France. Rennes coming in 2nd, Lyon in 3rd, Marseille, Lille and Reims, oh my goodness me, qualify for the Europa League. Nimes, can't even say that name, and Auxerre are the teams that are relegated out of that division. So I think we've covered almost everything. We've looked at the Champions League, we've looked at Arsenal as a team and how we've done this season, Premier League, Europa League, Champions League, Bundesliga, La Liga. We've done the lot, I think, in this episode. One last thing to do is let's just have a little look at my profile and how we are getting on so far at this club. So we've been in charge for 113 Arsenal games. We won 73, drawn 25 and lost 15. Our win percentage, 64%, which is not too bad. In terms of goals for, we scored 215 goals in that time, conceded 82, so we've got a goal difference of 133. So decent, actually decent. I'm quite happy with that, I really am. But guys, I think we will leave that there for today. Remember to tune in to tomorrow's video because I would like your opinion in the comments in terms of a new save. This one's definitely not over. But we are going to park it for a few months, but we'll come back to it probably towards the end of the FM21 cycle. So I do hope you guys stick around. I know a lot of you have subscribed because of this series. You've found me because of this series. But I do hope that you guys stick around for the lower league management save because it's going to be an awful lot of fun. But guys, I'll leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, please do drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new. and I will catch you guys for the potential save reveal tomorrow, but definitely for a new save on New Year's Day. See you next time.